Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals March to October. It's already episode 10. I kind of can't believe that we're already 10 episodes in. It's gone by fast. But I feel like that also goes to show you how much slower it's taking to go through a season this year. I don't know if it's the scouting, I don't know if the games are going a little longer, maybe it's a combination of everything, but I feel like usually in last year or the last couple years, it usually takes around 12-ish episodes, maybe 12 to 15 to finish a season. And I don't know, man, it definitely doesn't feel like it's going to get finished in 12, maybe by 15, but we'll have to see. We have been on a bit of a rough stretch though. You can see we're 3-7 in our last 10, even worse slightly before that. We're still 44-41, so still very much in things, even though we're, last in the division right now. And this first game we'll be loading into, it's going to be another tough one, but if we manage to pull it out, it'll be really good in turning things around, because I'm sure it's one of those that's going to give a bunch of momentum. But before we get into it, there were a couple things I noticed while editing last episode and how I went through the mid-season stats, kind of an overview of the season and how it's going so far. There's two things I left off that I want to go back and show, just in case anybody was interested. The first one is just I forgot to sort by pitcher wins above replacement. Not like it matters a ton, but it's kind of interesting to see who's at least playing at or slightly above or slightly below average. So Josiah Gray, he's leading the pitching staff in WAR. Strasburg not too far behind. I feel like he's having a better season, like I don't know if behind the scenes is the right way to describe it, but like his ERA is 4.07. It's not like that's anything super impressive, but the FIP is 289. Strikeouts, walks, and home runs per 9, that's what dictates the FIP, and the FIP is what dictates the WAR. At least I assume that's what they use on the game here. So this FIP should indicate that his ERA will come down the more he pitches. So hopefully it does do that, because he still could be pretty valuable for us. Trevor Williams and Adone both at like 1.5. And you got to remember, Adone has done that in 7 starts, so like half, less than half. So he might be our best pitcher right now overall. And then the only negative on our entire pitching staff is Mackenzie Gore at a -0.4, which I'm actually surprised it's not worse than that with the 7.49 ERA. But I guess, the FIP is slightly lower than that. So the other thing I wanted to look at was just some league leaders, just because I feel like it's interesting to see where some of our guys are. So we'll go through quickly. The name you'll see popping up pretty much more than anybody, he might even be the only one we'll see, is Meneses, because he is legitimately one of the best hitters in all of baseball right now. Top 5 in batting average, 3rd in hits. I mean, he's playing every game, so he better be at or near the top for hits. Abrams is actually 2nd in the league in doubles, and then Garcia we see popping up on this list too, tied for 5th. Meneses is the home run leader in the National League with 26. He is 2nd in the entire MLB. Devers is just going crazy. And then we gotta check in on Mike Trout, because we always do. And oh yeah, he's doing solid. He's doing okay. I don't really know how a slugging percentage of 731 has your power decrease. We'll take a look at one of his teammates later too, don't worry. Meneses 3rd in runs batted in, and he's also, even though he's the league leader of home runs, he is way behind Acuna for slugging percentage, because Acuna also has 30 doubles and 5 triples. So OPS, Acuna has over 1200, which actually is a little bit better than Trout right now. Onto the pitching numbers. Let's just, oh yeah, there's Ohtani still at the top in wins. He's just 14-1 in 18 starts, having one of the best pitching seasons maybe of all time. 136 ERA, 105 hits allowed in 145 innings. And then, you got to talk about his hitting. And I remember at the start, it wasn't that strong, and he's brought it back around here. So that's, this is like the Tungsten Arm O'Doyle tweet, but over the course of a season now. Oh, but also Tyler Anderson, I didn't even notice this. He's another Angel, and he's 2nd in the AL in wins. So they might actually be doing good. We're going to finish up, see if we have anybody else here in pitching, but I don't know if we will. Strasburg, okay, top 3 home runs allowed. Josiah Gray is tied with Corbin Burns for 4th in strikeouts, and Trevor Williams is close to at 7. Trevor Williams is 5th in walks allowed, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's about it we're going to see for pitching. Meneses top 5 in batting WAR. So yeah, like I said, takeaways there is Meneses is like a league-wide top hitter. But let's see, because I also don't think I looked at the entire league standings, and I'm curious about the Angels, so we may as well just look at everybody. So obviously we know where we are. The NL Central right now is the Brewers. We'd be a little better off in that division right now. That'd be kind of cool. The West is the Padres, Dodgers all the way back to third. That's interesting. AL East, it's the Rays. That's a pretty solid division too. Not as good as ours though. Our East is better. The AL Central, man, the Guardians, they're ranked 8th. Really? And then it's the Astros with the lead in the West, but the Angels do have a 52-37 record, so they're winning the wild card right now. So they might make some noise. We also, I forgot to mention, we should be having the draft in this episode, the first-year player draft, the very first-year player draft I've ever done in a March to October. So that's going to be exciting. But first, we have to play this game and we have to do good. It's time to flip things around here. We have a good chance here. We already have 2 runners on. If we can get them around to score, we're in a very good spot to win this game. And if we win it, lots of momentum. We have Corey Dickerson up against Alexis Diaz. The only problem is it's not going to be Dickerson's contact. It's going to be his clutch. What do we got though to this point? It's the bottom half of their order doing the damage. We have, man, Abrams has 3 hits. We have a lot of hits this game for only 1 run. Josiah Gray pitched 6, gave up 3, not bad. Good bullpen day, only 1 hit and 1 walk allowed in 3 bullpen innings. Come on, this should be a good game. We gotta make it pay off. Just don't hit the ball on the ground right away. He throws a 4-seam, 2-seam slider. That shouldn't be too bad. Okay, that's probably a pitch I could let it fly with. I'm a little like skeptical of hitting right now. I've been doing so bad the last couple of games. Oh, wow. I don't even know if I could have gotten him to second on that if I reacted better. Really wish Dickerson would have stayed in the box and let that hit him in the knee though. Okay though, 3-2, come on. I will take a walk with Meneses on deck. That's too close to take. You just got to make a good swing. Okay, 3-0 to Meneses. Walk right here to load the bases wouldn't be the worst thing. Get that tying run into scoring position with Ruiz up, who's pretty good. What is that swing even? All right, out of the zone. That's probably a good thing at that point with how that at-bat was looking. Man, I could pinch run for him, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I hate to take Meneses out with the chance that he could hit again if we only tie it, but yeah, if I hit a ball in the gap, gotta win it. Okay, though, hey, if you want to walk in a run, make this a little easier on me, go ahead. All right, 3-1. We're keyholing here. Fastball right here is all I'm swinging at. Ah, he kept it in the zone. Okay, 3-2. And he walked me. The patience pays off. Tying run moves up to third. Winning run moves up to second, and we only have 1 out. A base hit with the speed on second now should do it, and I think I'm going to stick with Smith. Yeah, he has 78 clutch, so he's actually pretty good in this situation. The only problem there was... Oh, wait, no, I was early. I thought it was the PCI that missed. I thought the timing was fine. Right down the middle. No! Are you kidding me? There's no way that the game just ended like that. We just cannot catch a break right now with anything. I finally actually did something good. Waited for a good pitch right down the middle, put a good swing on it. Oh, that is so deflating. I was convinced we had that. I really thought we had that. And now we're just going to add ever so slightly to our negative momentum even more. Probably going to drop down to 500 in this sim. If it sims long enough, because now we'd be 44 and 43. That's 500. We won a game, but here we go. The draft is upon us, the main event of this episode. Actually, I don't know how long it will take, so maybe we'll have more. But before the draft starts, it's saying we have the chance to add prospects to our draft queue. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take some time to do that so I'm not flustered, because I know there's a timer. We do have, I didn't bring any attention to this before, but that doctor exam has come through. So Charlton Francis is healthy, so everything is going right for him. Estevan Zapata, though, is injured. I don't know how much that matters. Like, if he's ranked on the MLB draft rank at 35, but for us, he's second. So if that injured status knocks him down a little bit more and he's there at 39, I might just take him, because I don't know. Maybe the injured thing, at least we would know how much the injured thing matters. I don't think the clock is starting here, so we're good. So I'm guessing I can just press X here. Okay, yeah. So add Francis to the queue. I'm thinking Zapata, well, we'll still have the option to take whoever at 2 in case Francis gets taken. So we won't take Zapata if Francis gets taken at number 1, but we'll have him pinned there. We honestly could have the chance here to get our top 3 ranked players on our team rankings, because this guy Pedro is ranked 3rd for us, but 87th. All right, I'm thinking this is good enough. I don't see the screen where it shows our queue, but I'm guessing that'll pop up on the draft screen. And I'm also, I mean, I wouldn't think it would automatically pick the top of our queue, but I guess we'll live and learn if that is how it's gonna work. But I feel pretty good about our plan here. I'm planning on Francis being there at pick number 2. Our second pick, I'm sure one of these 2 will be here. And then moving down, we have plenty more starting pitchers scouted pretty low. I can even probably, well, I don't know if I wanna, I mean, this Pedro Almanzar here, he's ranked so high for us. I don't know if I wanna wait until our 3rd pick at 76 to hope he's still there. But we have some guys, some pitchers down here further that are, you know, they're projected to go later and should still be there when we're picking. We also have Fernando Rivera, who I really want to make sure I get, like to the point where I might take him in the 4th round, even though he's not even ranked. I don't want to miss him. He really seems like a can't miss lefty reliever. We also have, I don't know how far back he is, but Roger McFadden could be a good center field prospect for us, and he should be available until whenever. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we're ready to go in advance, and yeah, there's our queue. Okay, so I think I'm oh man, I'm nervous, but I think I'm ready. All we need is to hope the Pirates don't steal our guy Charlton here. Let's just make sure that's who I want. He looks like he'll be a beast. Good discipline, good vision. He'll destroy righties. He'll be good against lefties, and pretty solid in the field at first. Seems like a great pick. Switch hitter. So let's go to it. Let's just hope. Please don't take him, Pirates. All right, how is this gonna work? The first 6 picks have been set via the lottery. We already knew I'd be the second pick. I don't think anything's happening here. All right, so when we're on the clock, we have 4 minutes, which, man, if I remember right in their stream, I thought it was 2, so I'm glad that we have a couple extra minutes. 10 seconds when the other teams are picking. That whole bonus demands thing, I don't think should come into play for us, just because we have so many low and non-ranked guys that I'm feeling like we'll probably stay under that. But I feel like that's all stuff we can figure out later. All right, and then our queue, it'll only take the top player if we run out of time. So we're ready to go. Let's do this. Pirates, don't steal my guy. Oh, don't steal him. Don't do it. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? No. No. You have got to be kidding me. He's ranked 7. Of course. No, of course. Yeah, why wouldn't that happen? The one guy that I knew I wanted at number 1. Now I don't know. I don't know who next on our board we're looking at to be the number 1 guy. I don't want to take Zapata because of his injury thing, and it's not even, is it not showing? Oh, there's the view prospects. Okay, yeah. So I don't want to take him because he's injured and he should still be there. Maybe not for our second pick, but he's down there. Same thing with Pedro. We should be able to get him later. I feel like it might be a reach to take him right away. So that, to me, leaves 2 options. I could take Rolando Costa, who was like one of the first people we scouted. He's ranked 2nd, but we have him all the way down at 11. Good walks per 9, good stamina, velo and break, but everything else is eh. Or I could take this actually might be the guy. I might take Howard Ramirez here because we have him ranked at 5, so he's better than Rolando, but on the overall draft board he's ranked 24th, so he probably wouldn't be there for our next pick. He's healthy, he's only 18, he's got good potential, and he has the, I guess, potential to be pretty decent right off the bat. 99 strikeout per 9 potential. The walks per 9 might be a little rough, but not terrible. Good velo, good break. The control's good. Home runs per 9, good. I think this will be our audible here. I think Howard Ramirez will be our number 1 overall pick. I feel good about it. Let's lock it in. Howard Ramirez out of nowhere is is going to be our #1 overall selection after Charlton Francis got snagged. I really hope he's a bust. Not Ramirez, but Francis, obviously. So there we go. We drafted him, and I feel pretty good about it. Oh, and then yeah, the third pick gets this thing going on too. So who is this? Is it going to be Rolando? Okay, that's what I figured. If I didn't take him, he'd get taken right away. But they don't know. They don't know that my guy's better. At least he better be, because I'm relying on the scout. I guess that was another good thing that I didn't even think of when I was making that pick, is that the bonus demand would be lower if we took Howard. So we got a better player for hopefully a little less money. I don't recognize that Ben Ryan here. I don't know if I want to, Garrett Doyle. We scouted him early and he ended up going down. I don't know if I want to skip to my next pick. I kind of want to, I don't know, because I feel like then I'll be scrambling to see who's still there and everything. We could still add people to our board, but I still think we're fine. Next pick we'll probably go with, I don't know. If Zapata's still there, I might take him. But if Almanzar's still there, I might just go ahead and pull the trigger on him. Because he's actually, I mean, he was the one who's ranked all the way down at like 87. But we have him ranked 3. So we have him ranked as actually a better prospect than who we took. I don't really know how that works though. Because like the guy we took should be a better overall right now. But I don't know. I guess that might be where those ranges come into play. Maybe Ramirez hits at the lower end of his range and Almanzar hits at the upper end. But yeah, I think that's who pick number 2 is going to be, is Zapata if he's there, Almanzar if he's not. And then for the pick after that, if Almanzar is still there, we'll take him. And then 4th round, I'll probably just go ahead and get Rivera off the board, because like I said, I feel like he's can't miss. Or do I want to, oh man, do I even want to take Rivera like now with our next pick? Because if he's going to be as good as it looks like he's going to be, and like now, because he'll be between a 66 and a 71 now. If we have him scouted and we are aware that he's 35th or what was it? Yeah, 35th. Who's to say there's not another team that has him scouted at 35th? That's gonna be something to think about. Maybe I audible and take him with our second pick. It's tough to take a reliever so high in the draft, but that might be worth it. Because theoretically, I guess also the same argument applies for Almanzar. Who's to say a different team doesn't have him scouted as high as we do? But theoretically, based on the MLB rankings, he still has a chance to be there for our 3rd pick. But that's also, no, yeah, I feel like I gotta take Almanzar first if he's there for this pick, because he's ranked 2nd. Like that's an argument between taking the 2nd best talent according to our scouts or the 35th. I think or 3rd best. But I feel like we'd have to take him. We got to make sure we lock him up. Yeah, that's got to be the move, as long as Zapata's gone. All right, we're getting close to our next pick. It's going to be the end of the 1st round here. I haven't noticed anybody else that I really was scouting though off the board. I haven't recognized any names. So yeah, we have 2 picks left to hope Pedro doesn't get taken, or Zapata. What do we got here? A's, are you going to steal from me? Doesn't look like it. So Zapata's still there. Almanzar is still there. I feel like even though the injury thing is a thing, I feel like I gotta go Zapata. Because I mean, if you look at, they're both 18, but I mean, again, you don't know where they're gonna hit in that overall range, but theoretically Zapata should be better right now than Almanzar is, and there's still the chance Almanzar is still around for our next pick. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, we'll take Zapata. We will hope that Almanzar is still on the board, and we'll hope that that injury thing doesn't matter a ton, because it does also say there's that injury risk in the bottom left, and he's still an injury risk average, and I would assume at 18 years old he's got plenty of time to recover from whatever he's injured with right now. So I'm thinking this is an okay pick to make. Oh, now I'm second guessing it. Oh, what? I shouldn't be second guessing it. Nah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And there we go. We got him. Hopefully that injury thing doesn't matter a ton, but we got to learn somehow. All right, so yeah, we're going to let this play out a bit here. I'm hoping Almanzar's there for our next pick. If he is, we'll take him. If he's not, we'll go ahead and go with Rivera. And then I also kind of want to get McFadden at some point too. Man, though, I'm still so upset about that Charlton Francis. I was really banking on him being there. No! The Brewers, they took Fernando early. I knew I was afraid of that. I knew there was a reason to be afraid of that. And of all teams too, I guess that makes sense. Now that they don't have Josh Hader anymore, that big lefty. Man, so the Brewers and the Pirates, we're going to have to... Oh, and now that Frisch is gone too. Okay, this is falling apart. Almanzar. You better hold out, man. Tell every other team besides us that you will not sign with them. I'm actually getting real nervous now, because what if he's not there? All right, we got a compensatory round, competitive round B to get through, and then it's us again. All right, that's that first extra round done. 5 more or 6 more picks, so we have to make it through for Almanzar. 3 more picks. I swear if the Pirates, they're picking right before me. If they steal my guy again, I swear. Hey, come on, Pirates. Don't do it again, Pirates. Don't do it again. Why do I feel like they're about to do it? Don't do it. Oh, they didn't do it. Okay. They took another guy that was on my board though, Ramon Montano. But I will gladly take my Pedro Almanzar here at the 3rd pick. Couple of things have not gone right for us in this draft, but Pedro Almanzar being ranked so highly by us, falling to the 3rd round is pretty big. So we're gonna go ahead, lock that one up, and hopefully we got a good one there. Hopefully he hits at the higher end of his overall range. Oh no! Oh, Roger McFadden got taken at 99. Man, I was just going through all of our people that we have scouted to add some more to our list here, and I added this Omar Vina because of his mustache, but he's also a lefty that could be decent right now. Oh no! This is really going bad, because this was my next guy I was gonna take. We missed out on Charlton, so I figured we'd still have this first baseman there. He'd be big power, good fielding. I convinced myself in a short amount of time there that he would have been a good pick. That's a couple of blows right there, almost back to back, and it's our pick again. Man, I'm not like out of potential pitchers here, but starting to get pretty thin. I guess we could take this Miguel Valencia because, like, well, I don't know, have I only taken pitchers so far? I have. I've only taken starting pitchers. I had other people on the board and they've all gotten taken, but I mean, we did have this Miguel Valencia scouted to be pretty good. He's also 18, potential maybe all the way up to 88. He's got really good stamina one way or another, and good velo. So we could go with him. We could go with this Tom St. John. Good velo and break on him. I don't know, almost could be a reliever, but he'd have a lot of development needed. This Michael Hinojo, he's another guy that we were looking at. He could be solid soon. Yeah, I really don't have anybody else that's fully scouted that we're thinking is any good, especially position player wise. This dude's also interesting, this Andres Fuentes, because he has an 89 to 99 potential, really low overall now, and he's 21, so like you don't know if he'd ever get there, but that is kind of interesting. He'd be one though I might just wait to see if he falls. Same with this guy. I mean, that's also, I mean, that's a really high potential, but 23 years old. I think I'll just take this Valencia dude, another 18-year-old starting pitcher, but he should be decent enough soon, so he'll actually be able to reach that potential. We might be building, I mean, hey, even though a lot of the position players I was looking at, or every position player I was looking at hasn't panned out, we might be building a really, really good starting pitching core that's all going to be developing and coming up together. All right, I've kind of gone looking for a couple people that I didn't even have scouted, but I found a couple of promising lefty relievers. This Ivan, whichever one, Espinoza. I mean, we barely have him scouted, but if you assume everything has to end up in those ranges, even if everything hits at the bottom there in the future, he should still be pretty decent. Kind of same with this Milt Good. Milt Good actually might be better now that I look at him. But I also found this first baseman that I might take him next, assuming he's there. Oh, and we're on the clock, so he is there. So this Jamal Magruder, I think I'm going to take him because we can't only take pitchers. We have him scouted 70%, so you know, it's not like perfect. His potential's not great. He could be good overall right now, but what I like is his contact both ways. Looks like it should be pretty good. You know, at 70% scouting, you never know. We could be way off on him, but I think I got to go ahead and take somebody. I mean, if I was planning on taking a first baseman number 1 overall, I feel like I got to come out of this draft with at least a first baseman. And, you know, looking at what he's got, there's a chance that he could be a good contact hitting first baseman with the secondary of catcher, which is also good. I didn't even notice that until just now. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Jamal Magruder, and we finally have a position player taken. So we only have one more pick in the draft, and I'll just take whoever is left on our board here, hoping for one of these lefties just to see if they end up being pretty decent. But I don't know, like Michael Hinojo could be decent. This Fuentes guy, you know, who knows? If he progresses fast, he could be real good. Oh, it looks like Ivan Espinoza got picked here at 149. Actually, that makes it a little easier because now I don't have to make a decision between him and Milt Good. If Milt Good's still there, I can get him. Oh, and Milt Good's gone. Okay, so I guess Hinojo's our guy. Played a little more safe. All right, and we are back on the clock for our last pick. Michael Hinojo is going to be who it is. Safe pick here. We have him 100% scouted. We know he should be pretty good now. Not the highest potential, but enough. You know, he could come up through the system a bit earlier than all the other guys we took. So that might actually end up being a pretty good selection here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do it from this screen because that's what I've been doing. Oh, I didn't even realize I didn't put this guy on our board. But yeah, he's more of another project guy. I'd rather take Hinojo. I'd rather take somebody who might be a little bit more safe. So we'll go ahead, lock him up with our very last pick of the draft. And man, I don't know how to feel about that. The draft was fun, but I just don't know how to feel about our picks. I feel like so many picks got stolen. I guess if there's one takeaway for this, it's don't rely on those MLB rankings too much. We got to assume that anybody we have scouted fully and we have ranked, we got to assume that's where any other team could have them ranked too. I mean, I don't know, because the one I'm specifically thinking of is Fernando Rivera at 54, but I don't know if I pick him sooner, because I would have had to pick him at 39. We still had Almanzar on the board at that point. I'm probably not going to take Rivera over both of those two guys. I guess the other guy it applies to, though, is Charlton Francis. I should not have been completely banking on him being there for our pick. That's the biggest assumption. If we have somebody ranked at number one, we got to assume the number one team could have him ranked at number one. So I should have come up with a little bit more of a backup plan so I wasn't scrambling. I do still think I made a really good pick, though. Actually, I guess I don't need to be sitting here anymore, do I? We can just go ahead and sim to the end. And then, yeah, we're going to see... Oh, we got more losing to do, apparently. All right, actually, first, we got the signing big board. Here we'll find the days remaining until the August 1st deadline to sign all draft picks. You'll have access to the signing board every 3 days. So this is going to come up even sooner. This seems pretty straightforward, though. It's a lot like the off season, where we just have to increase our guys' interests until they're ready to sign, but everybody's interest is already way up there. That's actually kind of crazy. Our number one overall pick is, according to our scouting, our third best pick, but he also has the least interest of anybody, so we got to put him at the number one spot. That's interesting, though, too. They still... So wait, we're not actually going to get to see everybody's true potential ratings now, are we? Because we're still going to be scouting. So I guess that must be for if we drafted somebody that wasn't fully scouted, we would be able to keep scouting them during this, and if they end up being bad, then we don't sign them. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, and now on this screen, on the sign pick screen, it's time to decide the bonus amount to offer this draft pick. So yeah, since we took somebody who was ranked lower, he's not asking for as much as the slot value is. So I don't know. Could I offer him? Because, all right, here's what I'm thinking. He's only demanding 6.1 mil, and that's already the lowest we can offer him. Typically in like off seasons, when you're trying to sign a free agent, the more interested they are, the less you can sign them for. But in this case, this is already the least we can sign him for. So is there really a need to get him more interested? Also, it's not like, I don't think it's like we can offer once and then it's done. I think we could probably offer him a new contract every week. So I might, after we fill up our board, I might just offer to Howard Ramirez right away. See if he just accepts this minimum one. And if not, then I guess we keep building up his interest until he does. I don't know. Maybe I could just offer to like everybody, since they're all so interested. I might be able to just sign everybody right now. Who knows? Yeah, let's see. All right, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to just go ahead and offer to our number one guy, Howard Ramirez, for the minimum that we can. $6.14 million signing bonus, way under the suggested slot value. So what happens here? He signed. Okay, good. So can I just get this all out of the way now? Well, what happens with Magruder? Yeah, he's also, wait, it didn't. Okay, so the 341k is already also like the lowest we can offer for him. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about hitting that bonus allotment, but maybe I should sign the more expensive guys first, like Zapata. I wish I knew what kind of effect him being injured has, but I guess we don't really get to see that right now. All right, so he could, if he was more interested, we could sign him for less, but still signing him for what he wants, we'd still have 4.5 mil left. So it'd be like 1 million between these two, and then like a $500,000 between those. So we'd still have 3 million left over, even if we gave everybody what they want right now. So yeah, okay. I might even just, well, maybe not all the way. You know what? No, you're injured. We'll offer you exactly what you want and see what happens here. 87% interest, you'd have to assume he would sign, right? No, he declined. Okay. His interest didn't go down, so we're still good there. All right, so we can slot him then at number 1. See if we can get him a little bit more interested here. Can we get Almanzar? I'll offer him a little bit more. I'll bump his up to 1.06. Get his interest up to 90. Probably deserves it, and he signs with us. Okay, I think I can just go through and offer to everybody. Like I said, if we had 3 million left over, if I signed everybody to what they were asking for, I probably have some room to bump these up. Oh, we can get Magruder up all the way to 97 just by spending an extra 300,000. Sure, let's offer him this. Why not? Make the kid rich. And he did. He signed with us. All right, I assumed he would. I'm hoping he's pretty good. That contact, the fielding, the secondary of catcher, he could actually be kind of a steal. Even if his overall doesn't get too high, if he's like a 95 contact both ways guy. All right, so we have everybody left here that we haven't signed on the board here. We can't offer to Zapata yet because he declined, but we can offer to the other two. Might as well bump Valencia up a bit to 92%, and we signed him. All right. What about Hinojo? He's already at 97 here, but it says 98. I'm just gonna spend an extra 100k, get it up to 100. Give him more than what he wants. We're just dishing out the wealth to everybody. All right, so then the only thing we have to do is wait 1 more week on Zapata. It says he'll get +6 interest in 3 days. I said wait a week. We don't even have to wait a week. We wait 3 days. You know what I just realized? Did I skip past the screen where I could have looked at the draft and seen everybody's potential? Because I have a very specific image of what that screen should look like, and I didn't see it, but maybe I skipped past it. All right, well, anyway, we have to leave it where it's at, so he'll get up to at least 93% interest. We can probably cover the rest of it because we have plenty of money to do so. And then in 3 days, we'll have all of our draft picks signed. So we can go ahead and move on. And that is the end of the first half. All right, first half of the season over. Oh, and I completely forgot about the team affinity progress I'd get for that. That's good for DD. So even though we are in a rough stretch, we're down to 45 and 45 at 500. We still got a 4.5 star rating on the first half of our season. We're smashing expectations, but we have more work to do. We can get up to, we can very much exceed expectations this year. I really do feel like we're still in the mix. All I have to do is turn around and play a couple of good games and we'll be right back on track. So we can go ahead, advance. Can we already offer him another 3 days pass? Oh, because it was the All-Star break. So yeah, 3 days did pass. So yeah, go ahead, sign him. We still can't get him up to 100% without. Does it matter? Does it matter if we have any bonus allotment left over? I don't know that it does. I don't know. Let's just go in the middle here and get him up to 95% and see if he's going to be a diva about it. Nope. He signed. So we signed all of our draft picks right away. We picked such low-rated people that we didn't have to spend too much on them. So I guess this screen doesn't mean anything now. We're all good. I wonder if it's going to keep popping up. And we're still losing. All right. Oh, and we have... There's so much going on here. Another fast track, another opportunity for Israel Pineda. I'm obviously going to do it. There's no other options besides him. And it is a fast track. It's not a straight up call up. So we get a second chance. And if you remember, if you watched last year's White Sox March to October, the first time I had a fast track with Zach Collins, I failed it. The second time I didn't. And it turned out to be very good. Zach Collins was an amazing catcher once he got called up. So this could be big. We get another chance. And man, that was a whirlwind right there at the end. We're not going to play that. I'm an hour and a half into this recording. That draft took a long time. We're in danger. That's really popping up already. Okay. I guess we won an extra game. We're 15 back of the division. Only 5.5 back of the wild card, though. I don't know why it would say I'm in danger already. And I don't know if I messed up, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to see that post-draft screen. I might have missed something, or it might just be a limitation of March to October. But I'd really like to see. Will it show our new guys? No, it's not going to show them on the, so it won't show. I just wanted to see what Charlton Francis's potential ended up being. But I guess we're not going to get to see that. So I think we can go ahead and call this one here. But yeah, that was a fun one. And hopefully now that all that scouting, all the drafting is over, we can make it through to the end of this season relatively quick. So guys, as always, go ahead, hit that like button for me if you enjoyed. Also, feel free to let me know what you thought of my draft in the comments. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. But that's it for me in this one, guys. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.